Beach Boys, and you
What?
went. Yeah, I was going Beach Boys. California Dreamin'. Isn't it a Beach Boys reference?
Good. No.
Hold on.
What is that one? No, I'm thinking like, I was thinking like,
I wish they all could be California dreams. No, that's not it.
No. What? What is that song?
That's a beach. It's California Girls, and that is beach. That is the Beach Boys.
That's Katy Perry. California girls.
California girls. Wish they all could be California.
There's only one California song, and that's California Love.
Hey, look, California Dreamin' by the Mamas and the Papas.
Oh, is that?
But it's Dreamin', not California.
All right, that's enough because we get sued otherwise. Don't sue us.
Oh, ooh, Sia does it too?
Oh, God, how moody is that version? Very moody. Oh.
All the leaves are brown.
That's very mystical. That's like at the beginning of like a Trans-Siberian
man.
Orchestra kind of feel.
Imagine if it was like Lana Del Rey instead, and then it'd just be like, all my boys, California dreams. I'm done.
No, you're not. You still got a bit. There's a bit in there. You haven't found your button.
I wish they all could be California playing video games.
That's the new theme song. We're gonna use that. I'm gonna use that clip for every episode going forward.
Weird. That's not gonna go well.
No, it's not. But in the meantime, we are doing episode 71 of the 1-star reviews. And guess what, folks?
Nice. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Wait,
that's the wrong number.
Wrong number.
What would 71 be?
What would 71 be? Like what sexual position would 71 be?
It'd be like a thin person, and then another thin person with long hair. Two thin people like
it's one person descending their long hair upon another person.
Yeah. It's the story of Rapunzel and Eugene.
Finish your thought. I'm sorry.
I don't know. That went really bad south, really bad there. But this is 1-star review, episode 71. Nice. And the voice you hear is the return of Larry Simonson.
Hi.
He's returned from his hiatus, also known as work, also known as family.
I was glad handing in.
Hey, this is a family show.
I was glad handing. I was at a conference. I was at a work conference.
I don't
shaking hands.
I don't want to know what you're handing.
Shaking
That's
hands.
gross.
Shaking hands.
Keep your hand jobs yourself.
Hanging out with clients, talking about work things,
putting out your hand and giving out jobs. That's a hand job.
Talking
That's
about
gross.
work things until 11 p.m. several nights in a row. Good.
What do you do in Sewanee, Georgia, at 11 o'clock at night?
And it was Brasstown, Georgia, is where we were.
Brasstown?
Brasstown's beautiful.
Is it?
Beautiful.
I've never heard of What the hell is Brasstown?
It's basically North Carolina. It's the mountains. It's very, very pretty.
But like not very many mountains, right?
No, it's the mountains. It's like in the Appalachians. It's
But like the bottom of the Appalachians. It's like South Appalachians.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the racist Appalachians.
Right? I mean, it's still mountains.
Yeah.
And it's fall time, so it was very pretty.
See any bears?
I did not, but it's kind of amazing I didn't because I definitely went on a run when I had some free time while I was there.
So you could have been mauled.
I definitely saw some deer that I was not expecting.
Mm-hmm. Did you get mauled by a deer?
Yes.
Oh. Like very like little.
Well, trampled, you know.
Yeah, I do know that.
Tossed me 20 feet in the air with his antlers.
I hit a deer when I was 20 years old with like at the time.
Like with your hand?
A 6-month brand new car, a Ford Escape to be exact. 'Cause I was working at a car dealership at the time, and bought a car. Only put 14 miles, like from the delivery truck to the lot.
Oh no!
And then 6 months later, ran smack into a deer in the middle of the night on Verde Boulevard here in Greenville, South Carolina.
You did it locally too.
Yep, it's a local deer.
No, that did not happen to me.
So I don't like deer. They are delicious, as we've covered in an episode with Saskatoons.
Yeah,
you can get them there if you want to eat them. If you don't, then they should stay the hell away. They're terrible creatures.
I like venison. It's very tasty.
How often do you eat venison?
Not very, if I'm being honest.
Okay. So it's not that good then.
What?
It's not that good. I mean, if it was like good, you get it more often.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm never sitting at home going, God, you know what I really want right now?
Yeah.
Some venison from California dreaming.
Oh man, I've been eating that like
Dude, Cal- California Dreamin' does not have venison, to be clear.
If it did, would you?
Would California Dreaming? Would I eat deer from California Dreaming? I don't know that that's a great mass-produced meat. Honestly, I don't know that I think I would be like I'm curious. It would honestly pique my interest more than probably anything else on their menu.
Are all California Dreamings in a restaurant? The shape of it is like as a castle.
I think so.
You went to one where recently? You were talking about that.
So I grew up in Sumter. People used to go to the one in Columbia,
Yeah.
South Carolina, for pre-prom.
Yep.
Like there was which is like an absurd application of any kind of prom date, right? Because it's 45 minutes away from Columbia, so you would like go 45 minutes away to go to this stupid restaurant in Columbia, and then
Sure.
45 minutes back to get back to prom. So it's kind of absurd. But that one definitely had like the like turret style top to that restaurant. I think the one in Conway does as well, from what I remember. So it seems to be a motif that they're commonly doing. But then there's also like you go inside and there's like palm trees inside.
I don't get it though. Why?
You don't get it?
No, I don't. I really don't. Like I've wondered that since like I was a kid. Like because our California Dreaming here in Greenville, South Carolina, is one of those castle-shaped ones off the side of a highway. There's like maybe a little like
Yeah, it's off 85.
tiny little creek behind it.
Oh, ours is actually. I'm looking at the pictures inside. It's maybe they remodeled, but this is a nicer looking one than the one in Conway.
That's not saying much.
Oh, this one has a drawbridge too.
I went, I think, about a year and a half ago.
That's a confused motif. California Dreaming.
Yes.
But it's a castle.
Yes.
I'm confused.
And medieval decor. And there's like shields and swords, I think, in this one. And like those really old chandeliers, you know, like the flamey ones.
They really wanted to be medieval times, but they were like, we don't have enough space for that.
Yeah, it's like so mind-boggling. But anyway.
So is this one that we are allowed to punch up a little bit on? Because they are a chain.
They are.
But are they a regional chain, or are they just in South Carolina?
No, they definitely stretch across
Hold
the
on.
U.S.
I'm going to just like California Dreaming.
But I'll say, one big reason I enjoyed this episode right now is when I was a kid, I lived not too far from this California Dreaming on 40 Beacon Drive in Greenville, South Carolina. And it was definitely like before Greenville had a really nice downtown now, and we had more local restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
This was like one of your places, like, this is like, oh, the place you go for like prom, like you said, the place you go for like a birthday, Mother's Day.
Right.
I think people still go, especially for Mother's Day, in this kind of place.
When I was young and a teenager, this was like a place I put on the same pedestal that I did Olive Garden.
Yep.
And Carrabba's.
Olive Garden and like Applebee's.
Applebee's.
You grew up in Sumter, don't lie.
Applebee's was still on a pretty fucking low pedestal even for Sumter. Buddy.
You know what? I can't argue that because I saved this screenshot I was going to send to another group text about Applebee's upcoming hot Cheeto flavored wings.
Oh, those are disgusting looking. Those look like they turn your shit red.
I mean, there's no disclosures that they don't.
Oh my god.
But in the meantime, yes, today's episode is California Dreamin', 40 Beacon Drive. I will say I've gone to this place a lot of times when I was a kid. Special occasions, Mother's Days, Father's Days. I remember they do have good rolls.
They are open on Thanksgiving, buddy.
Yeah. This is the reason why we're doing episodes this month based on holidays that you can go to get holiday meals either in person or to go, because they are one of those places that are open.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was a kid, loved the honey croissants. Did you get the honey croissants?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Oh, pretty good. Like Larry, the honey croissants in general redeem everything about the castle.
I'm just not that impressed by bread. You know what I mean?
I mean, I haven't either. Like, I've lost 31 pounds in 5 months. But do I miss bread? You damn right.
Right.
I miss it.
Bread is great.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And as a bread, I mean, a croissant, top notch.
Yeah.
Putting some of that honey on top.
The honey
good.
butter. Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's bread.
It's fantastic.
I mean, it doesn't like
Why
make
are you,
it for me.
Why are you denying this?
You know what? I'm sorry. The bread is the best goddamn thing ever.
Larry, I'm just gonna leave a loaf of like bread.
Look at us fighting already on our Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna leave a loaf of like a basket of giant croissants on your porch.
I'll be like, what a good gift.
Yeah.
Great. It's a good gift because you gave it to me and I didn't have to go to California Dreaming.
I'm just gonna like in December.
This makes it sound like I hate California Dreaming, and I don't. I'm
gonna
just kind
give
of
you
nothing about
an
it.
advent calendar of croissants. You can eat a croissant a day leading up to Christmas, and then you'll know when it's Christmas when you're just like overbloated and feeling really better yourself. That being said, we're 10 minutes in this podcast. We haven't even done a review yet.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm just baffled by whether or not this is. Oh, here we go, restaurant chain. I was just trying to figure out like what their deal is.
I don't think this is a specific deal.
It doesn't really seem like they're. I mean, they've got to be franchised, right?
No. I mean, no. They are definitely like local franchise for sure. Yeah. I just don't understand the deal. But in the meantime, this is what I do understand. Here's a review.
Oh yeah, do it.
This restaurant is great for dine-in, but not so good for to-go ordering. Don't get me wrong, the food was delicious. It's just the rude lady Debbie, she's very mean.
Oh, Debbie.
I even overheard her yelling at another to-go customer over 24-cent. I know we all have to pay out our food, but 24-cent, that's ridiculous to yell at someone over and make it a big deal about. It clearly shows what kind of person Debbie is. I won't order from here anymore because it doesn't make any sense to act that way.
Not even California Dreaming. That's just a review of Debbie.
Wow.
Fuck you, Debbie.
No, I mean, look, here's the thing. Inflation is a thing, okay? We all suffer at least around 3% increases in our daily, like, yearly expenses because of inflation. 24 cents is very important, Larry. I don't want you to take that away from Debbie. Debbie is a strong backbone woman who doesn't need your shit.
Oh man.
And she will get her 24 cent, however she may will do it.
From your hide. Sounds
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
So two things. One is that I did figure out
Why a castle? Did you figure that part out?
I did not figure that part
Damn
out,
it.
but I did find locations, the total locations. They have an overall website. Their locations are Augusta, Georgia, Charleston, South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina, Surfside Beach, South Carolina, and Spanish Fort, Alabama.
That's it?
That's it.
Holy
Just got 6 locations.
I
That's it.
thought they had way more than that.
So technically, I would have been in the Surfside Beach one. I guess Surfside versus Conway.
Wait, where's Surfside?
Close. It's technically in Conway, I think.
So all of these are in the southeast?
That's right. Very much so.
All of
Spanish
these are in
Fort, Alabama might be the most out there one.
That's Alabama's as far west they'll go.
Right. That's as far west as California Dreaming. Not a single one even remotely close to California. Anyway, here's a review.
Go on.
Mm-hmm. You want to hit a... Oh. Food was decent, but the service was awful. It took our party of 8 2 hours to eat. We had a request to order our food, then had to continue to ask for more tea. I understand that the server was slammed, but he only had 2 to 3 tables. Then, when we finally get the bill that we had to ask for, they hit us with 18% gratuity. So that explained why the service was so terrible. He was getting 18% off the rip. There was no incentive to work. We will not be back. There's plenty of other places in Greenville to eat at. Ending the sentence with a preposition. I'm just gonna say that's not a good. Don't do that. But also, standard is if you have a party over 6, don't they automatically tack on the tip?
It's like 20%.
Yeah, it's usually 20%. So 18% is even kind of low.
And I would say there's a couple of truths there. For one, this review is about a month ago, so a lot of places, hospitality wise, are still extremely short staffed.
Sure.
And she makes a good point he makes a good point.
A good server should ideally pick up that they do need to like refill the drinks.
Absolutely.
Ideally, you would pick up like obviously they're slowing down. Maybe ask them if they need the check.
Yeah.
These are things that like good servers just kind of do.
I think that's a great point too. Of like, if they're only getting 18%, of course they're going to be shitty. Like that's actually like a valid point of not just saying the server was shitty, but like justifying why there could be bad service.
Oh, he's saying that because I think what he was saying was that because he's automatically getting the tip, then there was no incentive to be a good server.
Oh, see, I was thinking on the other way around.
No, what he's saying is that because the tip was automatically added on,
He didn't have to work for it.
He didn't have to work for it, which is a shitty attitude. Kind of get over yourself, reviewer, on that one.
All right, next one. First, I would like to say our server Beth was great. However, my shrimp and oyster combo was terrible. 4 itty-bitty oysters and 5 shrimp. The oysters tasted funny, and honestly, I have been sick ever since I ate. I am not pleased with the food at all. Money wasted.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Does any point the fact that we are 3.5 hours away from the ocean maybe have to do anything with that?
No, because I've had seafood in plenty of other places in Greenville, South Carolina, and not had a single issue.
And we've read reviews from seafood places that like are, we read the bad reviews, but we also read like some good reviews and saw some good decor. But like, why are crab places so popular?
Oh
I've
my
asked
God.
this before and I cannot understand.
I mean, the crab thing is like that. So that seems to be a growing thing in most mid-sized cities in the Southeast. This isn't unique to Greenville,
Right.
but it is a thing.
Yeah. No, it's
Definitely is a thing.
It's definitely spreading. Wildfire. I don't get it. So
I do not understand it, and I I don't understand the prevalence of it. No. I will point out this place does have a lot. It's majority 5-star reviews, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
There's not many 1-stars
there's
here.
2,500 reviews on Google alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the majority are vastly what I mean because like it's pretty standard what you get.
Yeah.
So and it's reasonably priced, which is
Yeah.
why it's very popular. Like we mentioned earlier, like on holidays, Mother's Days, and so on. So
Right. I don't mind taking the piss out of them a little bit, though.
Oh. Next time Christine visits, is she gonna get some California Dreaming in May?
What?
Hmm?
Am I going to take my mom to California Dreaming?
Wow, look who's snobby all of a sudden.
No, why would I take them to California Dreaming? It's a regional franchise. I would take them to a local Greenville restaurant.
It's got a Greenville address.
My parents are pretty big on that pita house.
Oh well, all right.
I love it.
Redeemed.
Anyway, turn on some sad music for me to read this sad review. Despite all the positive comments I've received about this place, it was horrible. I ordered flounder with french fries, shrimp, and coleslaw. Coleslaw had no flavor. It was like eating plain cabbage. Flounder had no taste. It was bland. The breaded shrimp was way overcooked, and the french fries had so much salt in it. I think the staff dumped a whole container in it. This is also the first restaurant I've ever been in that had a mouthwash station in the bathroom. After eating here, I can see why. 1 star.
Damn. And they took a picture.
They took a picture of the mouthwash station. A mouthwash station in the restaurant bathroom? I've seen it all now.
Actually, that's not that uncommon.
It's actually not a bad idea to kind of rinse out your mouth of your gross food to try.
It's
to
not.
see your
I've
teeth.
actually been to like nice Chick-fil-A's that have had them when I go on road trips with the family and other places. Like that's not like a weird thing.
It is a little. It's not common, but it's not unheard of.
I think there should be a better way to dispense it. Maybe.
We need to remember the fact that this is prime prom restaurant.
Yeah.
You gotta
You gotta freshen up a little bit.
You gotta freshen out because you don't know
Yeah.
if you're gonna be heavy making out with your prom date.
If this is a restaurant that had one of those like condom dispensers
Oh my god.
for like 50 cents.
Oh, that would be too much.
Have you ever bought one of those?
Well, listen, this is a.
Come
Have
on.
I ever bought? Wait, are you asking me if I've ever bought a condom from a dispenser in a gas station
Larry, come on.
or a California Dreaming?
Let's go with the first one first. Have you ever bought one from the vending machine? Ooh, you're hesitating.
I'm not gonna say
Wow, you're hesitating.
because the answer is yes.
Are you serious?
No, I've never bought a condom.
Come
but
on.
I have done the one that was like toy, and you're like, well, what's it gonna be? What is that? And then it's just like a rotating set of like random like here's fun things for toys. I don't know. You're 18 and you're just like, well, okay, yeah, sure.
So you did get a condom
No,
from a dispenser.
it wasn't a condom. It was one of the other things.
Wait, but you told me a story when you were in college
why are
that you
doing
had
this to
like
me?
a really old condom in your wallet for a while.
What? I don't remember this story. What else did I say?
No, what was the story? Like it involved your RA. It's coming back to you.
What?
Something about your RA, and you an RA.
Nope.
No, there's you. Ah, damn it.
Andrew, are you confusing me with your other
White friends?
White
I got a lot of white friends.
Your other friends with fades.
Hey, I mean, I'm growing out mine now, so I'm not one of them. I'm not one of you anymore, unfortunately.
I definitely have some stories about condoms.
Go on.
And
Larry, we got time. You missed out last week. I'm just saying, you got time
true.
now.
Here's a fun one for you. I had a roommate who I had a roommate once who had never bought condoms, and he was very nervous to do so. So he asked me if I would go with him to CVS.
This is the story I'm thinking of.
Okay. So we went into CVS, and he nervously went to the condom aisle. And I said, "Hey, buddy, if you're nervous about this, all you have to do is make a game out of it. Just throw in some extra things to purchase so that the cashier is like, huh, weird combination of things that you're buying with condoms." So I handed him some plastic handcuffs and a tube of Vaseline to go with his condom purchase. The end.
Did you wait? You did that for real?
Yeah,
the little king? Oh wow!
Yeah, I was like, yeah, man, just buy.
What a good night.
I have no idea if it was a good night for him. I didn't ask.
No.
I was just like, dude, you should not be embarrassed. You're a young adult. Just learn to buy condoms.
You know what's not a good night? To-go proportions on salad much smaller and not near the quality of ingredients you get eating in. Disappointed. Doesn't touch it. So I actually sympathize with that review because if you've eaten at California Dreamin', they have the largest salads
They're very big.
that a restaurant is allowed to serve. I'm pretty sure they're in the Guinness World Record for absurd salad size for like $9. Like you can get a pure, good Cobb salad, house ranch. You know, like that
Yeah.
runny ass ranch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like really good. But you're like, oh, this defeats the whole purpose of being healthy.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of ranch.
Well, add that, and they give you a honey slathered croissant beforehand too.
Oh, that and like their honey mustard in house is really good too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna lie, folks. Like it's like great. I'm getting greens, but like I'm American, so I'll put some mayonnaise in me now.
You know, the funny thing is, the more we shit on it, the more I'm like, I would 100% eat California Dreamin' if somebody was like, let's go right now.
I shit you not. I have an associate through my work. Let me just preface. I truly admire the guy. Very sweet guy and a good businessman. He's been in Greenville for over almost 40 years.
His favorite restaurant is California Dreamin'.
I'm not even kidding. Yes.
Oh.
He took me out very kindly about a year and a half ago. Lunch meeting, bought me lunch, and he had a stack of California Dreamin' gift cards.
Oh.
And one of them had, I saw like the amount.
Has he got like a partnership with them or something? Or
He just,
like marketing?
I think what he does is this, and this is smart if this is right. He budgets like his yearly annual lunches, you know, for like patrons and you know
yeah.
clients, stuff like that,
Okay.
and just puts it on that gift card. So it's easy to expense and keep up with like, oh, I bought this, I can write it off, rather than keep up with a ton of fucking receipts.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
Actually, the funny thing is, my work this year started doing something where they would kind of give us all like, I don't know, like just like random smaller restaurant gift cards to be like,
Red Lobster?
find a
Fucking coward.
No, not Red Lobster.
You fucking coward.
No, that was a gift for me.
You let that fucking expire.
It's not expired. I have
Prove it.
I have like 3 gift cards to Red Lobster.
Wait, what? Why the fuck do you have 3 gift cards?
Each one is like $50.
Wait, why do you have 3? I
have
thought you only had one, and it was like $100.
Oh no, I have several.
Why
and
do you
they all add
have
up
3?
to
Who
100.
keeps giving you Red Lobster gift cards?
Guys, anyway, let's talk about this review for California Dreaming someday.
Damn it.
We went to the Greenville location today for Valentine's Day dinner. We had a 4 p.m. reservation. When we stepped to the counter to confirm our arrival, we were not greeted, nor were we acknowledged. My husband announced himself again and verified our reservation time. We were told that someone else with the same name came in for our reservation. My husband asked if he needed to show verification of who he is and a reservation confirmation. The hostess did not reply. The manager, I believe, told her it would be fine. They could take care of us. We stood there unaware of what to do at this point. The hostess just continued to call other diners. I'm not sure if this is normal. However, It did ruin our dinner plans on day where every restaurant is packed. 1 star.
The end. Oh, just that felt like a very
It's a very long-winded way to say, oh, they gave our reservation slot to someone else on Valentine's Day and it sucked.
Yeah, that's not the only bad Valentine's I got here. Hang on. Absolutely disappointing. I understand that it is Valentine's Day, but be more organized. To-go orders should not have to wait so long that you are forced to go inside because no one is answering the phone. When I finally got my food, it had been sitting out for God knows how long. My order was still wrong after I made sure everything was clear twice. That's not a good way to start off Valentine's.
No.
That's you know what that leads to? Angry sex.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it leads to possibly no sex. Just everyone's
No.
just too keyed up. Everyone's too annoyed. Baby, I wanted to tonight, but I'm still so keyed up about how Valentine's Day dinner at California Dreaming just went.
My salad wasn't big enough. I'm not giving you up. You know.
You know what? This is another instance in which this would be a night-ending moment right here. Ordered a filet, and I swear to God, we got barbecue. Gag. Never again. 1 star.
Wait, they ordered what?
A filet, and they got barbecue.
Oh, yeah, it is completely different.
I mean, it is completely different, but like, goddamn, most people are not like, wait. I ordered a fish fillet, and I got barbecue. Fuck you.
Let's be honest too. Like their filet is probably not that good anyway. Like they are basically a fancy Applebee's. Like let's not sugarcoat it. Like it's a decent restaurant, right? But I'm not gonna be like, man, that's the place I want to go for a filet. When literally right next door is Chop House.
Yeah.
And Chop House is like pricey, but like you're gonna get your money's worth pricey when it comes to that.
You know what I'm noticing is there's no 1-star reviews from anybody who's there for prom.
Oh, do teenagers know how to review, or do they just go on TikTok and just shit on them?
Yeah, they just do a dance on TikTok.
They do a dance and a little like fist pump and be like,
This place sucks.
I like this one. Hang on.
Yeah, what you got?
Beautiful building. Food is good, but customer service does not meet expectations. Oh, someone loved the building.
By the way, that means that okay,
Huh?
architect like if you're gonna, why not average out that review? Like architecture, I like the architecture. I liked the food. The service wasn't so great. 3 stars.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
The automatic dip to a 1 star is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
1-star review. I don't even turn on the music.
Oh,
Pushed me out too early.
what?
That's what it says.
I'm assuming that means like someone was just getting like tanked, and they was like, no, I'm not done.
I don't want to recognize this name.
This one, I definitely have some feelings towards because I have someone in my house that has a gluten allergy. I have a gluten allergy. Well, let's just say, don't trust GF marked menu items from this restaurant. Halfway through my salad, I knew something was wrong. It's probably the croutons. My guess is the croutons.
Yeah, probably the croutons.
Yeah.
That are, oops, I tripped and ate the croissant.
Yeah, right? Like, the salad is pretty hard to not do gluten-free, unless there's fried chicken tenders in there, which, by the way, I want to say this.
Oh, yeah, the breading would be, yeah.
I don't normally go to any restaurant and get chicken tenders because I'm not 10.
I have a general rule of I try not to buy food from a restaurant that I could make myself at home, and if I can make it in a microwave,
Same.
even more so.
Same. If I can do it in my air fryer, there's no reason for me to go spend that money. But I will say there is something special about that old school like Calabash chicken, like Fats Cafe / like California Dreamin' style, that thick, peppery coat of friedness. That's pretty damn good.
I'm gonna have to have Lauren make you a fried chicken at some point.
Oh,
She's real.
let me lose 15 more pounds.
Get real
You know, I
good.
do want to go. And this is a shout out to the local business, Claire's Creamery.
Oh, frick.
We've talked about that, and I'm
Well,
like, let me get to my goal.
They're a place that we have to at some point do an episode of like our honorable mentions that don't have enough 1-star reviews to
For sure.
do an episode on.
Yeah, but that place,
Claire's Creamery
from
is
what
one
I
of them.
hear, is phenomenal.
Yeah. Lauren shouted them out. Jenny's is coming to Greenville.
Yes, I heard about that.
And somebody posted about it on an Instagram post like through like City of Greenville or something, or like happening in Greenville Instagram or something. And Lauren shouted out Claire's Creamery on it and was just like, I mean, they're from Ohio. At least Claire's is local and they're way better. And Claire's Creamery instant, like they direct messaged her and was like, you get a free pint.
Nice.
You
got one more?
I do.
All right.
Oh, it's one of our favorite types too. Was one of my favorite places. Drove out of my way for outside dining. Was pet friendly, but the outside area was closed. 1 star. I liked, man, it's kind of a double, it's a twofer.
Yeah.
Was one of my favorite places. So
Yep.
it used to be 5 stars in my eyes.
Yep.
And I drove so long to go there.
Yeah, the drive that you take to get somewhere does not like grade your experience.
I mean, I get
towards
that
the
it
restaurant.
sucks for you.
Sure.
But it doesn't really
No,
has
that doesn't help
nothing
me.
to do with the restaurant.
Right. I live like in North Greenville. I'm not gonna go drive 30 minutes to get like, franchisee like tasting oven food.
I think there might be one pass on that rule if I ever experienced it.
Whataburger.
No, it would be if you were at the base of a mountain, right?
Mhm.
Because you were hiking the Himalayas, and at the top of the mountain of Mount Everest was like a restaurant. It was the most impossible restaurant to get to, and people died on the journey to get up there because they didn't have enough oxygen in their tank or they froze to death. That restaurant, if the food wasn't good, I think I could allow for 1 star because the travel time to get there was so dangerous and perilous. I think that would be the one case.
You could have eaten one of those people. That's totally different. All right, last
1 star, I had to eat a person.
Exactly. All right, last one here. Ordered steak and got steak nuggets. The steak nuggets were not seasoned and tasted like a cooked wild dog.
What?
The best thing on the menu was the mashed potatoes. And this was my anniversary night. And the bill was way too expensive for this garbage food. I recommend them closing down and no one eating here.
How dare you serve me steak nuggets on my anniversary?
What? Yeah, like that's also weird. Like did you order a steak and they pre-cut it for you? Because you look like a 9-year-old?
I'm very curious what the menu item actually was supposed to be.
And then also, why do you know what a cooked wild dog tastes like?
Yeah, that's another question. They're saying it tastes like garbage. They were being metaphorical.
Sure. That's just like a weird thing to put out
Hyperbolic.
there.
Yeah.
So, but look, in all seriousness, if you want a reasonably priced place to eat, don't go, right? Like, first off, don't go to what you may think is a nice restaurant on a crazy popular holiday, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, maybe even Thanksgiving. That's how many people like will eat at these kinds of places. I don't know, like choose somewhere.
I feel like the places to go to for Valentine's Day are like the places that are a bit off the beaten track.
I mean, you can go to there on Valentine's Day if you plan on breaking up with somebody.
Right. The other thing about Valentine's Day, and
Huh.
I don't know if everybody knows this, but like the general thing that happens is Valentine's Day for a lot of restaurants, they'll have like the Valentine's Day menu.
Sure.
Some of that stuff, it's on the menu because
Yeah.
they're getting rid of it. Like they overpurchase.
Oh, sure.
They're putting all the stuff they overpurchased at the beginning of the week on there.
Anything that is like the special of the day from a restaurant, I automatically think to myself, oh, this is the shit you're about to throw out?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
I had one of my worst Valentine's Day experiences at a downtown Greenville restaurant.
You won't say the name of the restaurant?
I will because they closed down. It was Green Room.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was pre-bottle cap group Green Room too. It was when they were kind of on their downward track, but it was bad because they literally had 2 items on the menu that night for Valentine's Day. It was either like pasta or steak or something else. The steak was overcooked, didn't matter what you asked for. The pasta was like too soft, And some couple brought their 3-year-old who would not stop screaming.
But that's not the restaurant's
I,
problem.
I don't blame the 3-year-old on the restaurant. It definitely did not make me enjoy the
This
experience.
3-year-old screaming made my pasta soft.
No, but that pasta being soft and the steak being overcooked was a little bit unforgivable.
Sounds like a sexual problem.
But I went to Green Room before and after that
Yeah.
and had absolutely no problems and was like, it
Hey,
was
look,
good. It was just that night.
That pasta being soft happens in 1 out of 5 dishes. You know, it's okay.
I just hate it when my pasta is soft on the most romantic night of the year.
Yeah, you know, it's okay. Like, it happens. And big of you to mention that. There's nothing wrong with EP.
Yeah, no, I mean my
Erectile pasta.
wife was fine with my limp
Or
noodles.
DP, dysfunctional pasta.
My wife was fine with my limp noodles, but
Your linguine?
we just had to talk through it a lot, you know.
You seem like a corkscrew guy. Are you a corkscrew guy?
Like, is my dick the shape of a corkscrew?
Whoa! Who said that? Who said? Look, if you want to know if Larry's dick
Nope,
is corkscrew
stop.
shaped, email yesvandrew@gmail.com. Also, give us a like and subscribe anywhere you're listening to the Voices on, whether it be Google Play, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, all the things there you're listening to. Give us a like, subscribe, give us a 5-star review yourself. And if you do, let me know if you want to know if Larry's penis
What? Nope,
is a
stop.
corkscrew or is it rotini?
No, it's neither.
Is it rotini peenie? We don't know. Or penne. Oh!
Penne.
That-
Oh, that's okay.
There's
you
the
go.
button.
That's the button.
There we go.